we first arrived at the meeting point, we were worried we'd made a horrible mistake booking a tour on a boat for 30-plus people. We're a bit antisocial, but we were lucky enough to be on a tour with a family of 14 from all over the US that were just lovely. TBH, it's almost impossible for me to separate my review of the tour from how wonderful it was to chat with this family, but I'll do my best. Our captain, Richard, was fun, but not in a "oh no, is he just here to have fun?" kind of way, and the rest of the crew was also excellent. At the first snorkeling stop for the shipwreck, I saw a sea turtle and got to swim with it for quite a while, which was great. The second stop also had a lot of great snorkeling, with tons of varieties of fish behind giant rocks near the shore. We didn't eat the food on board, we'd already eaten, but other guests seemed happy with it. I had a few drinks that were as good as you're going to get on a catamaran tour. The only real negative for me was that the snorkeling gear was awful, and I really wished that I had brought my own. Otherwise, definite recommend. Great experience and great staff. Wonderful service with an open bar. Snorkeling spots were a bit murky, but the overall experience was fun. We loved it because it wasn't crowded and we got to sit in the net the entire trip out and back. The shipwreck was an amazing view and the drinks kept flowing and you get to keep the glass. It was an amazing experience. The snorkeling is great and the drinks kept flowing. I also let them know ahead of time about my family doesn't eat pork and there were 12 of us. They made sandwiches specifically for us to enjoy. And you get to keep the cup when you leave. Love the experience. The tour guides were nice and friendly. The snorkeling was very beautiful. I would recommend this experience. Great trip. Staff was top-notch. Nice to be on a smaller catamaran with less people than some of the bigger boats, though not as fancy. A wonderful afternoon spent with a fun, energetic crew and lovely guests. Being on the water is home to us who live on an island, but when ice and snow cover our island, Aruba and Octopus is the place to be. Thanks so much. The food, drinks and all-around company were tops. A wonderfully relaxing sailing and snorkeling trip with snacks and drinks provided by a fantastic crew. Beautiful snorkeling spots, a great boat, and delicious drinks. Amazing afternoon cruise. Staff was friendly and very nice. Boat was clean, staff also ensured safety. Would recommend and go again. So much fun. We even saw turtles. Smile. Great snorkel cruise. Took us to 2 different locations, each was a unique experience. Staff was friendly and very attentive, drinks and food kept coming. They highly recommend.